Hello everyone. So I had a video ready to go for today, but I'm going to slip this one in because I have really felt the need to respond for a little while, and this is the first chance I'm actually having. So NBC and the Houston Chronicle have been doing a series of articles about child abuse, especially medical child abuse. And part of what they're doing is raising, at least from what I can tell from the two articles I've read so far, is they're trying to raise questions about if medical child abuse is real, or if more and more rare and chronic illnesses are actually falling under medical child abuse when they shouldn't be. And children are getting taken from their families, put in other families, not getting the treatment they need for a long time. And then it's found out the treatment they were receiving was the parents following doctor's orders, different things like that, or trying to find answers as doctors tell them nothing's going wrong. And many people who are zebras, and especially people with EDS, have experienced this. There's a reason there's a 20-year average to be diagnosed from time of first major symptoms. 20 years of suffering because people are afraid of being diagnosed as having Munchausen or Munchausen by proxy, different things like this. So the article's premise is really good, I think. They are trying to say, wait a minute, this should be looked at. The cases aren't as... Munchausen and Munchausen by proxy is not as common as it's being diagnosed. It's a lot more rare, if it even exists at all. I think it does. I think there are very extremely rare cases where something like this has happened. But the number of cases it's being diagnosed in and questioned in and whatever else is way more than the number of cases where it actually happens. On top of that, I really believe the number of people not getting the help they need because of the fear of being diagnosed with this or questioned or getting your children taken, things like that, is actually more, and more people are injured because of the fear that this might happen than those that are injured because it does happen. People do die from not being diagnosed as much as they die from being diagnosed with something they don't have. In fact, they can die more from not being diagnosed and not being treated than from being diagnosed with something they don't have. Now, I'm not saying this to say that it should be completely gotten rid of, but I do believe that it should be looked into a whole lot deeper, and the emphasis should be more on proving that they actually have it than, oh, they have a couple of these things happening, so they must have it, and now we need to look deeper into it. But we're going to treat them as though they have it first, and then look deeper. And so all the trauma happens and everything. On top of that, they did a cartoon to show what doctors and social workers think when they hear EDS, autoimmune, different things like that, and that they automatically go to this. However, the issue is that cartoon's going to be taken out of context. It already has been by people who see it. And it will be used to emphasize the point that this should be happening rather than that it shouldn't. One thing they could have done that would have changed everything in that cartoon is to put a big red circle through it and a line through it indicating, don't do this, that this is wrong. That's my feelings on it. I leave in the comments your feelings, and if you feel anything could be done to change the views of doctors and what the Houston Chronicle and NBC should be doing in relation to these articles. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.